Welcome everyone to the Fashionpreneur Fame Club interview series, and today I have a star with me. I've already interviewed her earlier when she had reached a 1 crore mark in her entrepreneurship journey, and today I'm so honored to interview her again. She's the star of our community, Ranjitha, running her amazing Saree brand called House of Radhvi, and not just online, but she has expanded her presence offline and now running two amazing stores in Bangalore. So, welcome to the interview, Ranjita. I'm so glad and happy to see the journey that you have gone through after joining the Fashionpreneur Club. Over to you. Tell me more about why did you start. Of course I know, but I want to
Yeah.
integrate that aspect along with your journey ahead for the viewers. So tell me, how did this whole thought of starting House of Radhvi come to your mind?
First of all, thank you so much, Harvey, for giving this opportunity to share and also, making me tell about my experience to other community members as well as other people, other women out there. I'm thanking you first. So, I mean, what was the question? Like you asked me about,
Yeah, like what made you start House of Radya? What were you doing at that time, and what made you decide back in 2021, I think,
yeah,
that I want to start a sari brand?
yeah, like from past 2, 3 years, I was literally going through a lot of mental issues like because of the child. I had you know a special child, so because of that, little bit I was upset and I was not having very good relationships at home as well because of that. And then started feeling like, okay, if I do something which I'm passionate about, I'll be able to come out of this situation. And then after my third child, then I think what I'm passionate. So saris was like my every time I see a sari, I used to imagine myself like how it's going to look when you wear it, like especially traditional saris. So that was the main the passion which I could think of if I want to do something, saris. So I always used to dream, when will I achieve that stage. So then it took me like 1 month, not even more than not even a month for me to curate the products. So I just curated with few products with hardly like 2 lakh rupees, whatever I had saved. And then initially I got good response from my relatives and friends.
Hmm.
That was the beginning. Like, and also like I wanted to be financially independent badly. So a stage when it reaches where your in-laws and husband, like they keep asking like why you why what was the necessary for you to spend on this, that, whatever. So that made me like, no, I have to be financially independent. I don't want anybody asking me about my independent related to finances or something. So yeah, that was the journey. I mean, that was the thought.
That was the starting point, like passion for saris
Nice.
and just wanting to be financially independent.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You said after your third child, so you have three children, and the
yeah.
second child is a special child. And I know it becomes very difficult to cope up mentally when you know that there's some health issue in the family. And Ranjita, just wanted to ask you, like, what helped you think about a business when you were already going through these issues in terms of the child? Because I know for a mother, even if the child has temperature, running fever, still we get so upset. So I can only
Yeah.
imagine how much you would have gone through as a mother, and from there rising and saying, I want to be independent, I'll do something of my own. Because most women out there, they would just want to be with the baby and just be 24/7 there. So what was in your mind which told you, okay, I have this situation, but I also want to be financially independent?
Yeah, initially I never thought I want to do some business, or I didn't want to work also.
Hmm.
But I told her a stage where it reaches, I mean, a point where husband and in-laws, when they start asking you about the financial decisions, whatever, if I had to make.
Hmm.
So that made me like strongly feel no, even I am equally educated, equally. capable of, earning money. When why should I listen to such kind of things at home?
Hmm.
So, and yeah, that is one thing which
Right.
I yeah,
So that was in your mind, like financial independence, I think,
yeah.
drove your journey, and that was the starting point.
Yeah.
Super amazing. So I know you've first started on website and you started selling through
Hmm.
your website, and then decided to start two offline stores, one after the other. Uh, Tell me, how has been the journey there? Like, what made you think that let me start an offline store, and what were, so I'll come to the next question, but what made you think that let me also go offline?
I also wanted that physical presence. I always imagined myself like how the big fashion designers are there, like Bollywood designers or stylish. I always used to imagine like, okay, I should be there someday, like, dream big.
Hmm.
So that was there in my mind from beginning. It's not only money. It was not only the money which I wanted. So it is also the fame or the name, what they
Hmm.
say. So I wanted all the three, like name, fame, money.
Yeah,
So
super amazing.
yeah.
And what I understand is you had already imagined that, and that helped you to move there faster, right? Super.
Dream or that urge to be there at one point of your life, at least now, that 10 years down the line, you should, start thinking of what you want, what is that vision you have, the goal. Yeah, that is very, very important. The vision for yourself.
Correct. Super amazing. So, started with a website. How much time did you take to start your first store? Like in between, how many months?
I mean, you mean to offline store?
Yeah, after you
Uh,
start,
I mean, exactly, maybe around 7 months.
around 7 months, and you were already
7 months in the sense, since I started my business. The thought came to me uh, after 3-4 months of successful online.
hmm.
So roughly around 2 months, I can say.
Okay, okay,
Just
perfect.
before 2 months of my offline store, I started thinking, let me start with my offline store.
Okay, okay. And within seven, so right from starting up until you started your first store was 7 months in
Seven,
between.
eight, yeah, yeah,
Then you were there in
yeah,
Bangalore.
yeah.
Super. And what were the key, issues that you had to go through when
Mhm.
setting up your physical store, which you did it? And this is more for others who are doing online and they want to
Mhm.
go physical, or they just want to start a physical boutique or a store. Your experience will help them to understand what issues did you have to overcome, or one will have to overcome for going offline.
Maybe many of them will doesn't want to take that risk, I feel.
Mm.
Opening up a store and investing so much on the interiors. If it has to be on the main road, like I have it on the main road, which is the rent is like too expensive. So for me, one was that I was thinking, how will I be able to manage the rent? And if I have two staff, at least the salary for them.
Yeah.
So all that I had thought. And apart from this, the major thing was convincing at my place.
Mm.
Because for them, if I have a store, obviously I'll have to keep moving out often, and that which, I mean, my in-laws didn't wanted me to do that because of three kids and small little child. So that was the major thing. Even now, if I want to do one more store, I have to, start from 3 months convincing them, not preparing for the store, telling them that I'll be able to manage
Right, right.
this thing.
Amazing, amazing. So then, so more around rent and the staff salary. And I
Uh,
understand physical stores, even if people don't come, you still incur the cost,
yeah,
the rent
yeah,
and the salary and so on. So the fixed cost
yeah,
goes very,
yeah,
very high, right?
yeah, yeah.
Great. And from one store to the other, what made you think of expanding?
The vision, I said, as I said, no, when I vision myself within 3 years, I need to have at least some 5-6 stores running.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, that thing always drive me like, okay, this month, I mean this year, I have to do one more or two more. The plan, like right from the beginning of the year. Yeah,
Yeah.
after 6 months of my first store, I started thinking I should do one more store. But I
Hmm.
always wanted to do in Hyderabad because it was in another city. I couldn't. Traveling will be another big issue.
Hmm.
But somehow I wanted to do one more store. So I explored in and around places of Bangalore where, it capable places. Then I decided and came up with this another place. And this was also like with not even a month. I took, I think 20, 30 days. Within 20, 30 days, I finalized the place and the interior was done and the inauguration also was done.
Wow, amazing. So you are
And
now,
even I couldn't believe that within such, because till the last moment, I was not, sure that this will happen. For sure. I mean, the second store will open, thought of in my mind. But without my knowledge, everything went, like how always you keep telling the universe will make sure whatever you dream, it will come back to you. And but you should only be dreaming so that you know universe will make sure that will happen to you.
wow, what a journey, Ranjita, and a perfect example of just dream. So everybody who is listening to this, the message is very clear from Ranjita, right? That the first thing that she did was to have that vision and dream instead of thinking how to do this or how will it happen. Magically, things are falling in place. Very, very happy for you, Ranjita. So now I think you will be looking at more stores in the
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
in
yeah,
Bangalore. And so, very
yeah.
curious to know, okay, how do you manage then your family and stepping out of the house and going to a store?
uh, for me, for one store and two store is not making any difference in terms of spending time with family.
Hmm.
Whatever time I used to spend before, it is the same thing. Only thing is I manage the first half will be here and second half will be another store, or weekly twice or thrice I go, and I have trained the staff there so that they should be able to handle
Right.
so the store.
Amazing. So, when you are going to the store, then somebody would take care of your kids at home.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, to all those women who are thinking, because I have kids, I can't step out for business or I can't do business, what is that one message that you want to give them? Because you
Uh,
have three. I used to think only for my first child, how will I do it? But I always say this, I'm so inspired by you with three children, a business, and now stores. It's truly commendable. So, what's your message for them?
I mean, you have to decide what you want for your life. You shouldn't let others decide. So I always feel I should have started this 10 years back. Now it's already late. So I always think like it's hardly like, I mean, another 5 years I should reach what others would have taken for 10 years to be there. So always, want for yourself. Don't. And even with 3 kids, 5 kids, if you have that strong motivation or dedication towards your career, or I mean not career, your business, you will be able to do. Even with 5 kids, like you should be able to manage.
Super, amazing. Yeah, so true. Like, right, that dedication and that determination is what keeps all of us warriors going on. Great. So,
Yeah.
when you came to the Fashionpreneur Club, I know you came and then directly turned into a diamond member. How has overall journey in the Fashionpreneur Club helped you to fast track your businesses?
Like I can't even imagine that I would be here, sitting here talking to you if, without, taking up the courses and, signing up to all the membership courses. Because I never thought 5 years I will have a store, or after 10 years I might have a store. I thought only at home I will be doing. I will not be able to scale up so fast. It's not easy, I felt. But then when I took up your course, the mindset change, and opening up the entire business to the world through website, making website, all that I had not even imagined. And I mean, I didn't had any idea about that. So only after, that has become possible.
Super, amazing. So learning has helped you fast track over
Huh.
and the energy of the group. Would you attribute energy as one of the parameters for success, or is it more around what you believe, what you do? Only that is important, and energy of the people around is not important. Just your views on, because I am a big believer of energy. How much do you believe in people's energy, and that helps you move forward? What are your thoughts on that?
For me, like I can say only 30% of people around me makes any difference. Like for me, what I believe like strongly, uh, what I think of like that should happen. So it doesn't affect much like what
Hmm.
others are doing, or like, yeah. So for me, it is like that way.
Perfect.
I
So
mean, uh,
very focused on what you want is
what I want. That's it. Yeah.
Perfect, amazing. And right from the start up until now, Ranjita,
Mhm.
very curious. I know a lot of our community members are also very curious for inspiration to know how much would you have made in revenue through your stores, through your website? What would that number be?
Uh, it's been 8.5 CR from January 22 till October. It is this month, October, it is 8.5 CR.
Wow, so that's less than 2 years and you're already in there. Super duper. Very, very inspiring, Ranjita. And I look forward to so many, like, I don't visit Bangalore enough, but now whenever I do, I have a dream to see House of Radhvi just popping up at every corner of the main, roads of Bangalore because
Yeah,
I've seen your journey and you are so powerful in manifesting, in thinking what you want versus, creating it.
yeah,
So, hats off to you on that. A lot of us, we think that in order to start a business or to become successful, you need a lot of money at the start. And I remember you saying you started with 2 lakh rupees. So, how much would you attribute to you having the funds to be able to grow initially at the start of the business?
Uh, for me, to be frank, as I said, my in-laws and husband didn't know that I had started a business at all. So I didn't take their help. I didn't even approach them for any money. So whatever 2 lakh I had, I started, and slowly, like whatever I used to get the money back from after selling, I used to reinvest everything back to get more stock. And then the confidence the vendors had on me, that helped me a lot. I should be so grateful and thankful to my vendors. Even till now, like they are so very supportive, and they know, like even if it is 1 CR credit I've taken, they don't even ask me once. So that is also very important. I mean, nobody should say fun should be a problem to start a business. I feel like not a major issue. Like at least with little bit what you have, if you're doing the right kind of marketing, I mean, it should work. If you take my example, I used to think like I'll have to sell few of my jewelry, maybe if I have, I mean, if in case if I run short of money, but that never occurred. I mean, I didn't have to do anything of such sort.
Great. So with initial investment, you sold in a way that you made profits, and then all the profit you reinvested. So this is
Yeah, only
amazing.
thing is maybe, yeah, like I didn't had any other commitments,
Hmm.
family commitment, like as in like I had to give back to the family. I didn't had that. Maybe if somebody has that issue, they'll have to figure out like if they have to borrow some money or take loan or something of that sort. But if you take a risk and take loan and make sure you do proper business, you will get 10 times or 100 times of that.
Absolutely. Like with 2 lakhs of your investment and 8.5 CR within 2 years is amazing. So you said your in-laws or your husband, they did not even know when you started. Like then how were you managing the business at that point in time?
I had another house which during COVID, it was like just post COVID, and the house was vacant. We hadn't rented it out.
Hmm.
So I used to have my stock there.
Okay.
And since it was online, so I had to just pack and courier and send. So I used to go there and just shoot, do the reels. So then after 2 months or 3 months, they got to know because they saw like I mean, okay, one courier is okay, but suddenly they see three, four going. They got some doubt, and they asked. Then I had to tell them.
And now, how does your family feel when your in-laws they would come visit the store, or when they were there at the inauguration, when your husband is seeing you, like just flourishing with your empire? How would they feel, and what's there in their mind for you?
Now I'm damn sure they have a lot of they, I mean, the respect level is also gone high, and also the way they look at me is like before, like financially I was not independent, so they used to always not equal kind of respect. I feel this society doesn't give or when you're not
Say
I
that
mean,
again.
every time it comes to
We lost your voice. Say that again, Ranjita. The society.
society will always look down upon women when they're not earning money, even if they're equally capable of earning, but they sacrifice everything for the sake of family. They always see, earning money itself is the priority, and they give always priority to men in the family.
Hmm.
So, but now the things have changed. Uh, so they have a lot of support, and they feel they have confidence in me now. So even if I open another 3 4 stores, they'll be like,
We are there with you.
how will you be able to manage? How will you pay that 1.5 lakh rent and the salary, everything? It comes up till 2.5 lakh. So whatever profit you're gonna earn, you'll have to spend everything back on that. You will not be able to make any profits. So why you need all this? Online was sufficient. But now they have that confidence. So yeah, like
So I'm just getting to understand this, okay? So would you say that our family would, and of course not about your in-laws or my in-laws, in general, I'm saying how our minds are conditioned. At every step of growth, there is this first no that comes because what's the need to do this? Like when you are starting a business, what's the need to start? Then you did online, array, what's the need to do website? Then what's the need of first store, second store? So would you say that at every step, the woman will have to like kind of hear this and then fight for herself in order to grow? What are your thoughts
yeah,
on that?
yeah. I mean, we feel so bad. I mean, they all say like a woman and empowerment, and India's is growing and equal opportunities. But still, if you see, these society, I mean, the people, how much they have this thing in their mind, like women, we have to fight for even small little things, to do. I mean, if it is asking money or something, then it's okay. I mean, taking my financial help, even without just to do things what we want to do or what we fight for that.
Hmm.
I
So
don't
you're
know when this
saying, I
will.
have the money, but still I need permission. That's the sad part, right? Like I don't even want
Yeah,
money from you. You just be
yeah. I
happy.
don't even want money. Just be happy for what I'm doing.
Hmm.
Just let me be myself, and support me just mentally, and like don't want financial help, but at least emotional support. That is more than enough. We'll be more than happy.
Yeah, that's so powerful, Ranjita, that I don't need extra resources. I just need support, right? And with just that, we can do so much because then you know that emotionally the family is behind me. Yeah.
Family is there. Yeah, like how we support men when they want to do anything. We don't go say there right in front. No, you don't do. We will support them. Like whatever, let them do. Go ahead and do. But the same thing will not happen. Even
Mm.
now at home, there are talks happening here and there. Like if kids does not, I mean, doesn't score good marks or they're not well, be there at home. You know, all that will be there. Somehow we'll have to manage,
Yeah, I know. I remember.
especially when it comes to kids.
Hmm. Correct, correct. No, and that's so true. And especially you have three children, so taking care of all three of them,
Yeah.
studies and so on. So it becomes. I
Yeah,
remember when we were looking for a school for Ayansh, I'm like, I don't know whether state board or CBSE or IB, which board is good and so on. I was not even bothered to do my research. The only need I had was which is that school where the exams do not happen until they go to fifth, sixth grade. So that was my need because I knew that until he reaches that sixth grade, I'll be so busy in building my businesses and I'm not going to be able to give them that, attention to score good marks and so on. So I have just left it on him and his luck and the universe that if he does simple maths, I'm happy with that. I'm not going to like chase scores and numbers for him. So I think with the education system also making it simpler
yeah, yeah,
boards, I think
yeah,
soon we are realizing that scores and numbers for kids is
yeah, yeah. That
going
thing.
great. And
It
how,
doesn't matter at all.
yeah, it doesn't matter. And how about your daughters? I know one is very young. How old are they? All three of them?
The elder one is 13. The
Okay.
second child is 10 years, and 3 years. The other one, little one, is 3 years.
Amazing, amazing. So tell me something about the 13-year-old daughter. What's her name?
Mhm.
What
Lakshya.
Lakshya. Oh wow, amazing.
Lakshya.
Lakshya. So
Yeah.
how does
Yeah.
she feel when she would come to your store and see that, okay, mama has created all of this? What does she feel being a teenage now?
Uh, I mean, I don't see much difference with her. thing. Like maybe she will realize after even maybe some more years she will when she start thinking deeply like how what I went through to start this store.
Hmm.
As of now, I don't feel much different. She's still in her own world, like her friends, her studies, her school.
Okay,
So yeah,
great. She's not very interested in like kind of getting into entrepreneurship
no,
or helping at this point. I think the age is such that
no,
a whole new world has
yeah,
opened up
yeah.
for her.
Whole new world. Yeah, for her,
Yeah,
it's like always her friends, going out with them. Yeah, that is what she'll be always into that only.
super.
But she knows now, Mama can buy me anything. I don't have to go and ask for anything.
That's a big thing that mama can give me
And
permission.
she knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super. It's also such a big relief, no? For I think for a daughter, the mother would understand more aspects what a daughter goes through, and then when that bond between a daughter and the mother happens, wherein she doesn't have to go for every permission to the dad, also is very in a blessed space that your daughter is. Super,
Yeah.
amazing. I know you have been, expanding now with the stores. You've been expanding your niche from saris into, you then started doing suits and then started doing jewelry. So, what are your thoughts on if somebody is doing like just starting with their business? How soon should they be expanding into multiple product lines? What has been your journey in expanding of
Uh,
all?
no, I took almost 1.5 year
Mhm.
to see that consistent revenue with saris.
Okay.
I mean, not see, but at least for me to feel that, okay, even if I'm not putting 100% effort on getting revenue for saris, think of other products.
Hmm.
So that should be the stage like where, it is not completely dependent on you. At least it will run without putting much effort. So then you can start thinking of other products, whatever byproducts of, or which something which complements the product what you already have,
Hmm.
because it will be the same target audience. So that was the main reason why I started these two.
Perfect. Yeah. And I loved what you said, like getting consistent revenues from one segment and then shifting to other segments, because otherwise, then there's
Yeah,
too much
otherwise it
of.
will become, yeah. No, otherwise neither here it will be nor there. So you shouldn't be doing that. You have to concentrate on growing that until you get that consistency.
Super. Amazing. Amazing. So, if there are three things that I have to ask you, Ranjita, because you became an entrepreneur, you developed these three things. What would those three be?
Uh, in terms of business skills or
Yeah, business skills, mindset, mix of all that. If I wouldn't have started this business, Harvey, I wouldn't have developed A, B, and C. What's that A, B, and C?
one is the financial independence. One is that I
Hmm.
wouldn't have it developed. And the other one is confidence. What I have now, which I didn't had earlier. Now I know like I am capable. So what the inner talent or skills what I had now I'm able to put in front of my business, and people are recognizing, and a lot of love I'm receiving from all the customers. So that I like. I mean, I'm so grateful and I have a lot of gratitude for all the people who have supported me, like in terms of customers and clients. I mean, sorry, the vendors.
Hmm.
So yeah, for me myself, that I can see that confidence and my capability. I can imagine like I'm able to do so much. Without this business, I didn't had that confidence.
Hmm. Hmm. In one of the interviews that I was talking to another member of our community, we were saying entrepreneurship is like the best personal development program that one can go through, right? Because you learn so much at every
Right. Yeah,
stage, and you keep becoming confident.
better confidence. Yeah,
Amazing. And
yeah. Before the other one, the business skills is like spending money should not be always thought as spending. Like it
hmm,
has to be thought as investing.
hmm, hmm,
Yeah, it is like investing. You put 10 rupees, make sure you get back 100 rupees.
hmm.
Earlier, it was like, investing in stock was always thought as, spending on stock. It is not the word now. I always see it as investing
Yeah,
on the
amazing.
stock.
Such a big mindset shift of I'm
Uh,
investing in learning in stock in
yeah,
marketing. So tell me more about what kind of marketing do you do at the moment for your online business? And of course, online would bring you footfalls in the store as well, right?
yeah. And one more point I wanted to add for the
Yes.
previous question.
Yeah.
Earlier, I thought, okay, these coaches and all, for the sake of money, they come up with all such kind of sessions. I mean, I never believed in coaching and all in the beginning, but when I enrolled for your program, like I could feel what problems I'm going through. Everything there is a solution here in this. I because I was struggling so much in the first 1 2 months, like how to get sales done, how to market, and all. I didn't had any idea. I didn't had thought that I'll have to do marketing. I never thought I should do marketing. People will come to me, but that mindset shift, no, and try. I mean, try whatever. Let it come. Whatever happens, at least give a try. That now I'm trying to inculcate this skill in every aspect of life.
Hmm. Let's
So
just try and
yeah,
see what happens.
what happens? So
Amazing.
I'm taking into action whatever I'm learning and trying. I mean, I'm putting it into action.
Hmm.
That is also a major thing.
Wow. Okay. So learning and not just stopping at learning, but taking actions, at least trying to see
Yeah,
whether this is giving results or not.
results
So,
or not.
yeah, super amazing. Because a lot of people, and I totally understand what you're saying. When I was also like, looking at coaching, and I'm like, how can this one person change my life? This is unreal.
Yeah,
And that's what my mentors did for me. And now I'm so much like, just surrender, whatever the
yeah,
person is saying, just do it. That kind of mentality. So I think we are blessed to be in this generation, right? The
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of online and the kind of openness that
yeah, yeah,
uh, the coaches have or the mentors have, and the way they guide us. We are so blessed to be in that space that our grandparents or parents, they never had such kind of business models which we
yeah.
have now, and we are
Correct,
able to. You choose to step out of the house for your stores, but sitting at home, there are women who are making money
correct.
just on the online. So
Yeah,
commendable. I know you do content by yourself uh,
yeah,
on your Instagram. So from zero to about 260 to 50K followers is
mm,
what you have organically built. So
yes,
now if I have to put an image to Ranjita, Ranjita is a person who is managing her house with three children, one being a special child, so needs your special attention, I'm sure. Doing her website sales, store number one, store number two, handling the staff there, taking care of the house, doing marketing in terms of doing the reels. And I'm going to put her Instagram handle below in the description. So everybody who is watching this, please check out, because I want you to understand that a woman can do so many things at the same time. We crib, we say, I don't have time to do reels, or my baby is small, or I have a joint family. But when you plan and prioritize, I think is what Ranjita does. Have a look at her Instagram. It's simply amazing what she does, showing the saris and doing Instagram live sometimes. So doing that marketing bit also. How do you get all this time, Ranjita? Like, what's the secret behind doing so many things? In the outside world, it seems so flawless that you are doing it so well. What is the secret behind all of this?
no, that push when you think of the vision, what you have, no, without my knowledge, I'll be always, making myself like, no, I have to be there. So this I have to do. That focus,
Mm.
no, whenever you think you can't do, you don't have time, go back and think about your vision, how society wants to see you after 5 years, or where you want yourself to be. Every time I feel demotivated, like how you and other mentors have told, think the purpose why I started in the first place. I always think of that. Whenever I feel the sales are not happening, the marketing strategies are not working, then I'll start thinking back why I did and where I want to be in the next 2 years. If you start imagining and thinking about that, automatically that will only give you a push. Now
Mm.
go do that.
So
So
that
that is,
discipline is coming out of that vision and the purpose that you have, which is you are pushing yourself to be able to do those things.
yeah. So I strongly believe like vision and what you have for yourself and for your brand, that will make you do anything.
Hmm. Hmm. That's very, very powerful. Like vision, I think the whole conversation is moving towards having that vision or first visualizing of
Yeah.
how the brand looks like. So how did you build that vision for the brand? Any specific thing that you did, Ranjita, which others viewers can get a tip on that? That how do you say, for example, I want to build a vision for my brand, but I'm clueless. I'm just starting my business. How do they build that vision?
Building vision, like I have few people in my mind, like when I see Soch, Viva and all, no, I
Hmm.
always want to be there at some point. So
Hmm.
the effort, what it might take to be there at least down the line, 10 years down the line. So I have to keep on, putting efforts from now, from today.
Super.
So
Amazing.
have some, ideal
Inspiration.
person or inspiration,
Hmm.
some kind of, what do you call, they call this, no, like guru or I mean, something whom you feel like
Hmm.
you want to be somebody like that. Like if you have some already a person in your mind, you want to be like that or a brand, something like that, then I think that should be enough.
Yeah, wow, amazing. Yeah, that's so always in your category, in your space, have that inspiration, the idol where whom you want to like kind of follow the steps
Yeah,
of of that person and then work towards
yeah,
that.
works too. But yeah,
Amazing.
I mean, I keep thinking how they would have done, like, from past 20 years they're there. So to start their own brand, from where they would have started. Like now, my next thing is my designs will have to be unique. So now what should I do? So it
Hmm.
will not be copied. So now I'm thinking in that perspective, and I'm thinking of already like giving franchisees. People have approached from different parts of Karnataka, like Mysore, Shimoga. Few people have.
We lost you there because of the internet connection. So you said people have started approaching for franchise. So you're thinking on those lines.
Yeah. So then I'll have to have unique products. So
Hmm.
I have started thinking, okay, I should have my own unique designs and I should have a tie up with the vendors and the weavers so that those designs will not be, yeah, that is the next,
That's
what
the next.
I'm already thinking.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, super amazing. I think true visionary, Ranjita, and I'm very
Yeah.
inspired to be able to, see a vision for the brand so long and then just keep on thinking about new things that you could do so that you can reach that particular vision.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Before I let you go, Ranjita, what's that one message? I know you have given a lot of messages, but one message to women who are thinking to start their own business without having any experience in fashion or any experience in business. What's that one message that you would love to give them?
For me, never wait for perfection. I've been telling this to most of the women and also to my staff. Like,
Mm,
don't wait for perfection. Your perfection will happen only if you start implementing. When you start learning, only then you'll become perfect. So go out there and start doing things, whatever passionate you are about, and nobody will come and tell you you become this, you become this. So you should start thinking about your own. You should start visualizing yourself 10 years down the line if you want to become an entrepreneur, and having a very big dream or a vision of your brand of yourself, then you can achieve anything.
super wonderful message. Thank you so much, Ranjita. It was absolutely pleasure, and I want to see House of Radhvi just popping everywhere in different parts of the country through the franchise or through the next steps that you are thinking for the brand. Wish
Yeah.
you all the very best. Please continue to inspire women around because your journey is going to be so powerful, starting from nowhere to reaching newer heights. So, thank you for all that you do and looking forward to more connections in our community.
Thank you so much, Harvey. And I'm so blessed to have found you at the right time of my business. I have been telling this to everyone, my family members, my staff, and my customers also. I've told the people who are doing businesses, I've told them like I wouldn't have it achieved if I wouldn't have it found Harvey.
Thank you so much. Very kind of you. All the very best and speak to you soon.
Thank you so much, Harvey.